and you can also use your hands to unlock it. I recommend just, staying away from that hand one, because you will be looking like you about to face palm your phone all day type joint when you just. Yeah, I got it at the price of $499, and one of the reasons why I got it mainly was because it was a flagship. But all the things that I wanted in the phone, I wanted to be able to have access to them without having to pay too much money. And the LG G8 ThinQ on sale on Amazon.com at $499 was definitely worth it. So key specs: Snapdragon 855, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of internal storage. You have a 2K screen that's OLED, so basically 3140 by 1440 pixels, over 500 pixels per inch. You have a micro SD card slot for expandable memory. This device that I got in particular is unlocked, so it can work on any carrier in the United States, and I mean any, Sprint, everyone. It has a dual camera setup on the back. One is a 12 megapixel camera, and the other one is a 16 megapixel sensor. And that 16 megapixel sensor is a wide angle camera, which is slowly becoming my favorite camera to have on a smartphone. You never really realize how useful a wide angle camera can actually be when it comes to taking photos, but it's more than just taking group photos with friends. You can actually use it for a multitude of things. Now, these cameras on the back can shoot 4K 60 frames per second and below. Now, the front facing camera is 8 megapixels, so it's not going to be as sharp as the rear cameras, of course. For what it does offer, the images come out pretty good. The actual device is water resistant, so if you're a person that has your phone around, moisture a lot, it should help protect you with some of that. It's not waterproof, it's water resistant. So the device also has NFC, so all those people who use Android Pay, this is for you. Performance on this phone is pretty good. Bouncing in and out of apps is a breeze. Opening up applications is a breeze. Doing anything on this phone because of that Snapdragon 855 is pretty much a breeze. Now, like any smartphone, no phone is perfect, and so you will have some issues when it comes to, everyday performance, in terms of sometimes running into a little bit of lag here and there. No phone is extremely perfect, except for the OnePlus. Just kidding. A 3,500 milliamp hour battery for this device is pretty good, but we also got to consider that the device is pushing a 2K screen. It also has a feature in the settings where it allows you to adjust the resolution of the screen. So if you want to put it to 720p mode, you can. If you want to put it to 1080p mode, you can. If you want to keep it on 2K all day, go ahead. I find that feature most useful when I'm trying to save battery on the phone. So let's say you have a device that's pushing 2K all day. It's gonna burn out the battery a lot more quicker than you leaving it on 720p because it's pushing fewer pixels. So fewer pixels means less drain on the battery. In turns, you have a longer battery throughout the day. With the device having a 3,500 milliamp hour battery, you can expect anywhere between about 4.5 to 6 hours of screen on time, and that's rocketing on max resolution. Now, if you have it on a lower resolution, you could probably get up to about 7 hours. Me personally, I got 7.5. I'll show you guys some screenshots in the B-roll, but yeah, you can get a pretty good amount of battery from the device as long as you aren't trying to kill it, because the screen itself does get pretty bright and it does push a lot of pixels on that high resolution mode, so be careful with that. You may not be able to get my same exact battery usage because everybody's usage is different, but if you're more moderate with your phone, not as heavy as I am, you should be able to get around that range. This device has multiple ways for you to unlock it. So it has a fingerprint scanner in the back that works pretty well. You can use face unlock, and you can also use your hands to unlock it. I recommend just, staying away from that hand one, because you will be looking like you about to face palm your phone all day type joint when you just. And fresh out the box, the device does come with Android 9 Pie, with hopefully an update to Android 10. Not sure exactly when that will come or if it will come. More than likely it will. But as of right now, we're on November security patch and Android 9. That's it. Another thing worth mentioning is that this device can read your hands. Yes, I said it right. It can read your hands. Or in other words, the veins in your palm. So It can unlock the phone with using that feature. You can also use hand gestures, things like turning up the music, turning it down, skipping to the next song, or skipping to the next video. You have that option with these hand gestures that the device is capable of. Now, it's one of those things where you can see yourself using it every day if you choose to, but you're probably not going to use it as often as you think you might. The fact of the matter is that it has a feature that's unique to it, and it's pretty cool to use to show off your friends. But one thing that's no gimmick about the device, the fact that it has a hi-fi quad DAC, so that audio quality from headphones will sound excellent, beautiful, whatever you want to say, really, really good because of that. One of the cool things about this device, which is a plus for me, is that the design of it is really convenient. The camera design in the back, how it flushes in so that you can put your phone face down or in its back, and you don't necessarily have to worry about a camera hump, meaning no scratch lens, no crack lens or anything like that. With the device having that 6.2 inch screen that's 1440p, you do have a notch, but in that notch you do have some cool features, or features that will make sense if there's going to be a notch on the device. You have face unlock, and this face unlock is just not any face unlock, it's actually 3D face unlock, and it works in complete darkness. So you have a really good face unlock setting or face unlock feature on this device. It's not just taking a picture of your face, it's actually getting a good scan of your face and using 3D, and it works at night. Over the time of having this phone for the past 2.5-3 weeks now, I've used it primarily on Verizon. I am a Verizon customer. This device did ship unlock from Amazon, and it works on any carrier, as I mentioned earlier. The speaker on this device is underrated. It's not, dual speakers or anything like that, but the fact of the matter is that it sounds pretty good. It's nothing really to complain about. You do have the speaker firing from the bottom primarily, but the device has a feature called 3D surround where it can actually play the audio throughout the front of the actual device. So you can literally put your ear to any angle on the front of the phone and you will hear the music coming through that spot. Very cool. The device does have quick charge 3.0, maybe 4.0, I'm not sure. You plug in the AC adapter that the device shipped with, and it's going to charge very fast. And to sum up everything, I love this phone. I can recommend it to anyone that's looking to get into the flagship market, as far as spending a certain amount of money for a device and expecting it to do what it should do at that price range. It has a lot of features that I would need in a smartphone, and those features that I were used to on my phones from the past, or phones that I've been using primarily for like the last year or two, those features are enhanced on this phone ever so slightly. And I say ever so slightly because cameras, audio quality playback, screen resolution, things like that, you see why people pay the extra money. You see button layout, clicking this on the actual device, performance, screen resolution, audio playback, call quality with the network connection, battery life, all the above. I would say there's pretty much nothing that I really dislike about this phone. I've grown to love it more and more every single day. And Matt Squad, let me know in the comment section, do you believe the LG G8 to be a phone that's worth mentioning as far as top of the line flagship devices for 2019 at this current time, or maybe when it came out? But be sure to share this video with your friends and family and let them know that not all Android cameras suck. It is just not true. But until then, my name is Max Rock. Thank you for watching this video. Have a good day, y'all. Deuces.